with a huge gulp, exhaled a deep sigh, and said to her, "I love you, but I'm not in love with you anymore." Suddenly, Claire's world went blurry. She felt like a dagger has been plunged into her heart. She became dizzy. Rick kept talking and she could hear his words echoing faintly in her ears, but she couldn't process what he was saying. He was saying that he'd met someone else. Then, for the next few minutes, which felt like an eternity, Claire just couldn't believe what was being told to her. All she could feel were burning tears streaming down her cheeks, a churning sickness in her stomach, and a feeling of furious anger. How could he say these things to her on this night? Eventually, Rick excused himself to go to the bathroom, and that's when Claire noticed he had left his phone on the table. In a flash of impulsiveness, Claire grabbed Rick's phone and began to scroll through his latest messages and emails, and that's when she knew it was all horribly true. He texted a woman just an hour ago to tell her, "I'm going to break the news to Claire tonight. Love you, babe. See you later." As Claire scrolled through his emails and texts, she saw that this affair had been going on for at least a year. The worst part? Claire knew this other woman. She even considered her a friend. This other woman was a few years younger than Claire, but physically, she didn't seem more attractive. I'll tell you how Claire got her sweet revenge in a moment. But first, let me tell you the moral of this story. Sometimes love isn't enough. Men cheat on women they claim to love. Men abandon their families because the caveman part of their brain tricks them into thinking they'll be happier with someone else. Someone prettier, someone younger, or just someone new. After that, Claire sank into a deep, soul-crushing depression. For weeks she was barely able to eat or sleep. Until one fateful Saturday night, while surfing the internet, she came across an article I'd written about getting through the pain of a breakup. She contacted me out of desperation and told me her emotional story. How the men she dated and loved always seemed to pull away. As luck would have it, I was in the process of creating a new course for women that would integrate some breakthrough findings from Bonn University Medical Center in Germany. Their team had studied the effect of the hormone oxytocin on men. Dr. Renee Herleman, an executive senior physician who worked on the study, noted that an important role in partner bonding is played by the hormone oxytocin, which is secreted in the brain. In fact, this same chemical is responsible for helping infants bond to their mothers. In the study, 40 men, all of whom were in relationships, were hooked up to brain scanners. Some were given a dose of oxytocin. The men were then shown pictures of random, attractive women. Among these pictures, a picture of the woman they loved was included. In the men who were given oxytocin, the pleasure and desire regions of their brains lit up like fireworks when they saw the picture of the woman they were in a relationship with. They did not have this reaction when shown pictures of other women, no matter how beautiful, young, and sexy they were. The effect of oxytocin was to neutralize their interest in other women and ignite feelings of explosive passion when they saw their partner. The brains of these men who had been given oxytocin resembled those of an addict who craves a fix and will do anything to get their hands on their drug. Well, I came up with a set of specific techniques that any woman can use to trigger these same chemical urges and desires in a man whenever she wants, to create the same instant release of this incredibly pleasurable and addictive love chemical that will make a man simply look at you and feel bonded forever. I call it the Monogamy Method. Although there are other books and courses and experts out there who claim to know how to make a man fall for you, the Monogamy Method is the only course that is backed up by science and will literally reprogram a man's mind to make him instantly lose all urges to be with other women and only want to be with you. You can simply copy and paste the word-for-word scripts inside the Monogamy Method, and you'll make any man, even a guy who swears he wants to stay single forever, feel an uncontrollable desire to make you his. And he'll do whatever it takes to make you happy so that he can prove his love and loyalty to you. Today, tomorrow, and for the rest of time. To test out my findings, I shared them with Claire, who I invited to join my private test group along with some other women. Women like Jessica, a divorced single mother. She hadn't even thought about dating since her split 3 years ago. Within 30 days of using my secret method, she told me that 2 handsome bachelors were courting her and saying they wanted a serious relationship with her. Then there was Sonia, 47 years old, who was a busy professional woman and was tired of wasting time with men who wanted to play games or didn't have their act together. She'd been on a few dates with a handsome doctor who she really liked, but he seemed to be too busy for a relationship with her. Until I showed her how to use the Monogamy Method on him. He surprised her with 2 plane tickets to the Caribbean and a reservation at a luxury hotel. And now, just a few months later, they're engaged, and he treats her like a princess. It even worked for Amy, who was going through a rough patch with her husband Steve. The passion and the romance in their relationship was all but gone. And now Amy was seriously concerned that Steve might be seeing someone else. But just a short time after she applied this secret method, Steve was once again treating her as he did on their honeymoon so many years ago, showering her with affection, giving her his full, undivided attention, promising to be a better man and to never dream of letting another woman come between them. They renewed their wedding vows. Now Amy is pregnant with their third child, and they're both over the moon with joy. And then, of course, there was my student Claire. At first, against my wishes, she used this method on her ex-boyfriend Rick, the guy who had given her that heartbreaking breakup speech when she had expected him to propose to her. And within a few days, he was desperately begging her for another chance. When Claire wouldn't return his calls, texts, or emails, he even showed up at her mother's doorstep to try to pass along a message to her. But Claire had no more time for him because she'd already met Justin, who was an airline pilot, as well as being very handsome, sweet, and devoted boyfriend to her. Claire emailed me just last night to tell me that she and Justin are now engaged. So listen, it doesn't matter how old you are, what you look like, how much you weigh, if you're a single mom, if you've been divorced before, or how complicated you think your situation is right now. It doesn't matter if he rejected you in the past, or if you're in a relationship with a man who acts like he isn't ready for commitment. Once you apply this secret method, he will suddenly realize, as if a bolt of lightning struck him, that you are the only woman in this world who can truly complete him. Simply use the techniques. Or if you're in a relationship with a man who acts like he isn't ready for commitment. Once you apply this secret method, he will suddenly realize, as if a bolt of lightning struck him, that you are the only woman in this world who can truly complete him. Simply use the techniques inside the Monogamy Method, such as the Commitment Kickstarter. You will be astonished as he will plant passionate kisses on your lips, then cuddle you and hold you tightly in his arms without any feeling of embarrassment, even in public. Once you download the Monogamy Method, you'll realize that it's a simple matter of time before he's staying awake at night, reading over and over the messages you've sent him, as he eagerly awaits to hear from you again. He'll find himself imagining taking you out on special, romantic dates, and thinking about the future he'll want to share with you. The kind of family, even the pets you'll have together. You'll learn about the bonding anchors that triggers animalistic behaviors inside a man's mind, and will generate explosive feelings of intense adoration for you. The thought of being with another woman will disgust him. He'll only be monogamous and faithful to you, with his mind, body, and soul. Also, you will learn how to turn into his personal goddess by using the instant monogamy mechanism. Within a few moments of applying this unusual trick, you will become his ultimate fantasy. Soon, he will crave your attention, and you will force him to miss you and care for you in a way that he will never feel with another woman, because you'll be sharing a bond with him on a level that he will never have felt in the past, or be capable of experiencing ever again in his lifetime, unless it is with you. No longer will you feel worried or stressed out about whether he's interested in other women. That will all be old news. Being monogamous and faithful to you will become his new passion and obsession. From now on, his heart will be your own. In fact, he'll realize that his previous relationships were all arrows pointing straight towards you. You'll also discover the 10 deadly relationship sins and how to avoid them. This way, you will stand out like a glowing star in his eyes. He will give you the key to his soul. Simply twist the key and forever lock your love in his heart. This method is so effective, his adoration for you will be deeper than words can describe. He will cherish you so much he will literally spend the rest of his life proving it to you. You'll also find out if he truly loves you by running through the emotional engagement checklist to discover the intensity of his passion. And then you'll know how to ignite the flames of desire to a point where his heart will melt just by being in your presence. In the Lifetime Addiction chapter, you'll learn the secret that only happily married couples know, so that you can make any man give himself completely over to you. When he thinks of happiness, he will think of you. When he thinks of true love, he'll think of you. And when he thinks of his future, he will only be able to imagine a future with you. I've spoken to you about the everyday women, just like you, who have already enjoyed incredible success and felt overwhelming happiness by implementing what is taught in this course. But this system has also been highly praised by other dating and relationship coaches. Dean Cortez, the dating coach who has spoken at seminars and appeared on Fox News, NBC, and other international news networks, said, "As a dating coach for guys, I honestly have never seen such a complete and effective course for women that can effortlessly attract quality and professional men to them and make them feel forever bonded to them. Using these methods on a man is as simple as copy and pasting. They work like magic, but at the same time, this is all based on actual proven science. Relationship coach Samantha Sanderson, creator of numerous best-selling online courses for women, says, "This truly is a one-of-a-kind system, which I recommend wholeheartedly to any woman who never again wants to play games in a relationship and wants to have a man who will be permanently faithful, affectionate, and loving. You'll be amazed at the power of a simple trick I call unleashing his cuddle hormone. It's like flipping a switch in his mind that instantly makes him want to curl up on the couch with you or in your bed and hold you close like he never wants to let go, as he shows you tender affection like never before." You can also use the truth serum sequence if there's something you want to know but he's not saying. This quick little trick is like being able to read a man's mind and decode his true feelings and emotions. Use it to get inside his thoughts and inside his heart to create an emotional bond with him that is truly unbreakable. Or flip his erotic obsession switch to ignite overwhelming white-hot feelings of desire and lust deep within him so that he is filled with an overwhelming craving to explore and enjoy every inch of your body, to give you waves of pleasure like no other man can. You'll especially love the monogamy goggles technique, which allows you to instantly stop his eyes and even his thoughts from ever wandering towards any other woman, because he'll know that only you have the power to completely satisfy him. And you'll want to immediately use the teenage crush trigger, which targets a part of his brain that will suddenly make him feel like a jealous, love-struck teenager, driven by one single urge, to have you, to possess you, and make you all his. Use the romance rewind technique to bring back the passion and excitement roaring back into your relationship, even if those fires died down long ago. And by learning how to apply future projections, you'll make even the most commitment-shy man envisioning spending the rest of his life with you, because he will suddenly want you and need you more than anything. So that instead of fearing commitment or wanting to take things slow, he rushes into romance mode and pledges himself to you, and then pours his heart and soul into proving his love for you each and every day. You'll even discover how to use honeymoon visualizations, a technique so powerful that it has made even lifelong bachelors suddenly change their attitude towards marriage and become obsessed with the idea of standing on the altar with you, exchanging vows, as he vows from the bottom of his heart to love and cherish you forever. This is just a short preview of what you'll discover inside the Monogamy Method. Go ahead and download it to your computer, phone, or tablet. The popularity of this course has reached mainstream media outlets, and we estimate that right now there are at least 1,500 other women watching this presentation. This is why we urge you to take action right now, because only 500 copies of this course will be available before this presentation is taken offline. Once this quota is reached, this page has been digitally programmed to automatically shut down. The reason for this is simple. We want you to make sure you have all the tools and personalized attention that you need to succeed. My team and I offer one-on-one customized support whenever you need it, but we can only extend this support to a maximum of 500 people. This is why these spots really are limited. Now, before I go any further, it's important for me to be 100% honest and upfront with you. The monogamy method is not for everyone. It is only for women who meet a specific criteria. If you are not ready to have a wonderful man to settle down with in a monogamous relationship, if you are not ready to be with someone to share your tears with, to hug in your arms when you laugh together, if you are not prepared to have the man you love cherish every ounce of your presence and commit himself to the point where you will become his one and only obsession, then I'm sorry. This course is not for you. This course has been specifically designed for women who want a long-term and committed relationship that will result in the creation of true love that will last till death do us part. However, because you have watched this far, I am confident that you are ready to have and to hold the one man who will make you smile and lift your spirits even when you're feeling down. A man who will always be there for you, and when he's apart from you, you'll always be the first and foremost in his thoughts. You'll know from the random calls and the cute text messages he sends, just to tell you that he loves you. You'll be the subject of his sweetest dreams, the source of his comfort, the reason behind the sparkle in his eyes. You'll be able to mesmerize a man so completely that he'll want to be everything you could ever need and hope for in a loving, committed relationship. You now know how incredibly unique and valuable this course is. Remember, this is the only course that shows you step by step how to become his one and only obsession, and then establish a long-term and loving relationship after you have completely captured his interest. As part of the course, you'll receive specific examples and a detailed game plan, so you don't need to worry about anything. All of the hard work has been done for you. Now, you might be thinking a course like this that promises such proven, life-changing benefits would be rather expensive, because I'm sure you know how valuable having this powerful knowledge at your fingertips would be. So let me ask you, What kind of price would you place on having the kind of happily ever after ending for yourself that you thought was only possible in fairy tales? Except this time, it won't be just a fictional story. It will be real, and you'll be the princess who has her prince. Let me ask you, what kind of value would you place on a course that will make the man you love feel absolutely committed, loving, faithful, and monogamous to you, sexually and emotionally, and in every other way possible? Many women would say a course like this would be worth at least several $1,000s. Also keep in mind the average amount that I charge for one-on-one consulting is over $250 per hour. And with this course, you will receive personalized support whenever you need it. This is why it can be logical to think that the monogamy method would be financially out of the reach for most people. But I know there are other women out there like Claire who truly need my help, and I don't want your budget to be a limiting factor. That would simply not be fair. Claire told me herself that in the past she attended dating seminars from so-called relationship experts who charged up to $3,000 for a weekend. These instructors would make you attend their events at locations that were both inconvenient and expensive. Then, you'd be expected to fork out even more money for advanced coaching that really only consists of general advice rather than getting specific proven methods based on science and male psychology, as you'll find inside the monogamy method. Claire also told me she spent hundreds of dollars in the past trying out matchmaking services that claimed they would help her find the perfect match through filling out long questionnaires or by using astrology and horoscopes to determine her compatibility with men. But after years of trying those services and paying much more than she should have, she wound up with nothing more than a few awkward dates with men she immediately knew weren't right for her. Students of mine have told me they've tried courses and systems that cost up to $497 and didn't deliver even a tiny fraction of what you'll discover inside the monogamy method. But thank goodness you don't have to pay that much today. In fact, you won't even need to pay half of that. After seeing the way this course radically changed the love life of Claire and the subsequent women who used it, I wanted to make this available to the first 500 applicants at a price that most women would be able to afford. I was told by one marketing expert that I should sell this system for at least $297. And for a while, I thought that seemed like a fair price, until I received an email from a divorced single mother who was referred to me by Claire. She desperately wanted to try this course, but she just didn't have that kind of money to spend. When she related her story to me, I felt truly sorry for her. And because I didn't want her to choose between putting food on her table and having access to these secrets, I gave the course to her, free of charge. Being the kind-hearted angel she was, she tried to insist on paying me something. I told her it really wasn't necessary. But when she kept insisting, I told her she could send me a little thank you payment on 2 conditions. Number 1, she would only do so when the system had brought her the results she wanted. And number 2, she should only do so after she'd paid for her living expenses that month and had money left over. A few weeks later, I was pleasantly shocked when I received the payment from her into my PayPal account. It wasn't $297. It wasn't $197. It wasn't even $99. The amount of money she sent me is the exact price that I'm offering to you as you watch this presentation. Right now, if you try out the monogamy method, I'll give you immediate access to the complete course for a one-time single payment of only $47. This is much cheaper than the price of a single 1-hour consultation with most dating and relationship coaches. And this is the only course that will show you how to flood a man's thoughts so that he becomes completely infatuated by you for the rest of his life. And as I told you previously, this course is only available right now at this price before I'm forced to take this presentation down along with its closely guarded secrets. This is why I cannot guarantee it will still be available if you decide to come back to this page later. If you're still sitting on the fence and can't decide whether this one-of-a-kind course is for you, I'll make your decision even easier. I'm so confident in the results you'll get from the monogamy method that I'm going to remove all the risk for you. If you don't experience life-changing and fast results to your dating and love life, then all you need to do is email me anytime within the next 60 days and I'll issue a full refund, 100% guaranteed. Your trial purchase is absolutely backed by my ironclad 100% money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk, and you can access the course and all its secrets immediately. I'm sure you'll agree with me that this is a very fair offer, and if you try out the monogamy method today, I'll even flat out give you a package of highly valuable bonuses. First, you'll get the audio version of the entire monogamy method course absolutely free. This way you can listen to the course on your computer or in your car, or slip on a pair of headphones and listen while you're at the gym, taking a walk, or anywhere else. You'll also get the infatuation formula. In this confidential report, you'll discover how to rewire a man's mind in minutes and make him develop a powerful, lasting fascination with you. as he suddenly sees you as the one person he's destined to be with for his entire lifetime. In no time, you'll know for sure that you are the only one he sincerely loves and adores. Imagine cuddling together, feeling his warm muscular chest, and listening to his heartbeat as he whispers in your ear. I never understood why my friends would say things like, "She's the one," or "I know I want to spend the rest of my life with her." But now, being with you, I finally realized why. In the next bonus, How to Read a Man's Mind, you'll learn how to instantly decode his true thoughts and feelings so that you know exactly how to touch his heart. No longer will men seem hard to figure out or difficult to communicate with. You'll feel as if you have psychic powers once you discover these secrets. And you get it for free when you try out the Monogamy Method today. Next, you'll receive the Chemistry of Love. In this special coaching session, you'll gain an understanding of attraction that few women will ever have. Use it to make your man feel absolutely spellbound by you, to bring sudden feelings of overwhelming, utter joy into his life. The time he spends with you will fly by in his mind, as if he's lost in a romantic dream. But as soon as he's away from you, he will feel as if he's been apart from you for years. He will miss you more than he ever imagined missing another person. And he will do anything and everything within his power to be with you again and adore you till time ceases to exist. You're also going to get free access to the 5 sex myths that are holding you back from sizzling sex with your man. Learn these sensual secrets and enjoy a new level of physical intimacy with the man you love. Watch his walls come down as he now sees you as the one woman he is passionately committed to, because you satisfy each other completely and in every sense. I also want to share with you 101 ways to become his romantic obsession. In this bonus, you'll get more than 100 handy tips that you can use to anchor your man to you and bolt his heart shut with you forever inside. You'll become a part of him so critical to his very survival that your heart will beat in his chest and your blood will run through his veins. Being with you will be the only thing that truly makes him feel like a man. Then you'll also receive 101 romantic ideas. In this wildly popular report, you'll learn 101 clever and unique ways to inject more fun, more passion, and more romance into your relationship so that his infatuation with you never fades. And I've got one very special final bonus for you. When you try out the Monogamy Method today, you can thank Claire for this one. She convinced me to give everyone, including herself, unlimited lifetime updates to the Monogamy Method. This means that whenever updates are added to the Monogamy Method and we release a new edition, you'll receive an email notification that will give you immediate access to it free of charge. You can have it all right now. The Monogamy Method, including the full audio version of the course and the complete package of bonuses, by simply clicking on the big Add to Cart button below this video. Once you click on it, you'll be taken to an order customization screen. This is where you can tailor your order based on your personal circumstances. After that, you'll be taken to a secure checkout page. Don't worry, our order page is 100% secure and encrypted with the latest 256-bit encryption protocol, which guarantees that your purchase is safe, secure, and most importantly, private. Once that's done, you'll be given immediate access to the entire course so you can become any man's monogamous obsession starting tonight. You can view the lessons right now on your computer, tablet, or smartphone, or download them so you can refer to them whenever you want. And don't forget, your trial purchase today is backed by our 60-day, 100% satisfaction money-back guarantee. Click the Add to Cart button below this video so that I can lay these secrets out in front of you and walk you through how to use them tonight. You do need to act now. The window of opportunity for you to catch the attention of your perfect man and make him commit to you faithfully and forever is rapidly closing. Because after all, if he's the kind of man you find highly desirable, then other women are desiring him too, trying to get his attention, flirting with him, hoping to steal away the man who rightfully belongs to you, wishing they can make him forget you ever existed. The greatest thing in life a person can ever hope to find is a dream that is worth living and dying for. With the Monogamy Method, I will show you how you can become that dream for any man you choose. Wouldn't it feel amazing to realize that you can transform into the ultimate fantasy for a man? Not any man, but the one who truly deserves to have your love and affection. All you need to do to start your journey towards becoming his monogamous obsession and his lifetime addiction is click the Add to Cart button below and complete the very short and simple checkout process. Let's face it, you are at a critical point right now and facing a fork in the road. You have an important decision to make. You are still not 100% satisfied in every way possible with your dating situation. I know this to be true. Otherwise, you wouldn't have watched this presentation up to this point. Right now, you have two choices. Choice number one, you can leave this page and use what you've learned in this presentation and try to wing it on your own. Sure, you might see a bit more success with your relationships at first, but it's not going to last. Most likely you're going to struggle and end up going down the same old sad, frustrating path with a man who can't commit himself to you fully. Eventually, you're going to end up living the same kind of life you did before. Nothing will ever really change because you won't know how to trigger the chemical reaction in a man's brain that makes him truly desire you, crave you, and obsess over you.
Then there's choice number 2. You can try out the Monogamy Method and take advantage of all the incredible bonuses, as well as the complete audio version of the course for only $47.
Simply click the Add to Cart button below and complete your safe and secure checkout process. You're risking absolutely nothing because at the end of the day, this really is a 60-day trial purchase. Remember, you're covered by a 100% satisfaction money-back guarantee. So go ahead and get full access to all of the secrets. Then, decide whether the Monogamy Method is right for you. I am absolutely confident that you will feel waves of excitement as you go through the course and discover these unusual but undeniably powerful methods which install obsessive feelings of love inside any man. But as I mentioned earlier, I don't know how much longer I can keep this presentation up before we hit our quota and I'm forced to take it down. So take action now. Click on the Add to Cart button below to get immediate access.
Just take the Monogamy Method for a test drive.
Then you'll know for certain if it's right for you. This way, you won't ever have that lingering feeling of what if in the back of your mind. Think about this. A month from now, a year from now, you don't want to be stuck in the same situation, still feeling unsatisfied with your love life, unable to enjoy the type of committed, loving relationship that you so desperately want and deserve. You don't want to come back to this site later on only to find out it's gone forever. Ask yourself, can you really afford not to take action? Go ahead, click the button below this video that says Add to Cart, because I'm confident that you will be our next success story. All you need to do is use the simple secrets that lie on the other side of this page. It takes just one click of the Add to Cart button to get started. Whatever decision you make right now, I truly wish you the best. But for some reason, I have a feeling I'll be seeing you on the other side. I believe you want this. I know you deserve this. Click on the Add to Cart button and let's get started. It's time for you to live and enjoy your true romantic destiny. A whole new life filled with happiness, romance, and joy awaits you. All you need to do is click the Add to Cart button, and you'll be granted access to all of it.
On top of the Monogamy Method, you'll also instantly receive the full audio version of the course, the instant infatuation formula, how to read a man's mind, the chemistry of love, the 5 myths that are holding you back from sizzling sex with your man, 101 ways to become his romantic obsession, and 101 romantic ideas. I cannot stress how important it is for you to take action now. Because you've watched this far, I know that deep down you're not fully satisfied with what you're experiencing in your relationships at this moment. That's why I urge you to click the Add to Cart button now and try out the Monogamy Method while the last few remaining spots are still available. You don't want to miss out and live the rest of your life wondering what if. So what if you took a chance to try something different? Instead of listening to the same old advice that hasn't gotten you the results you want and deserve. What if just moments from now, you had the power to attract the man of your choice and make him feel bonded to you and loyal to you the way he's never felt towards another woman? You have the power right now to literally change your life and lock in the love life you've always wanted with one simple click. You're ready to make this change. I know it. You know it. Now it's time for the man of your dreams to know he will be forever faithful to you. Click the Add to Cart button now and make this change today.